Hello guys, it's Mungai Eve. Welcome to the Mungai Eve show, and of course you're the #1 online TV show. And guys, today I'm having an amazing guest. I know by the time you're watching this video, you're already familiar with her face because we've been seeing her online. We've been seeing her trending on all social media platforms. This was after she reacted to Wakanda event and the outfits that we who were there won. Anyway, Aimo, how are you?
I'm okay.
Maybe you
How
can
are you?
introduce yourself. I'm good.
I'm just emo. There is no other introduction to that. Just emo.
How do you do emo? I know you are a TikToker. You try your best there on TikTok.
Yeah, I also study. I do a Bachelor of Arts in Communication at Strathmore University. Yeah.
And I saw a video today. Actually, you're almost completing your studies now.
Not 2024 is far, but yeah.
Oh, the exams you are talking about, they're just the end of year exams.
Yeah, of the third year. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, I would like us to go just straight to the point.
Okay.
You've been trending a couple of days.
Yeah.
Before we get there, I would like to know, you've been in TikTok. Basically, when you got to TikTok, what exactly did you want to do, and what is the kind of content that you've always been putting out there?
I've always wanted to have more of a diverse TikTok, yeah. I don't want to stick to one thing because it becomes monotonous and boring. You know, people want to see something new. So I have been known for doing meme TikToks, you know, and people are like, oh, she's violent and all that. That's what I've been doing. But I do dance. No. I do dance, I do makeup, I do transitions. And yeah, of recent, Wakanda outfits.
Okay, what do you mean by violent? You have been saying that you're violent.
Yeah, because I just share memes that are violent, like your boyfriend is obviously cheating, just memes.
Oh,
like
they just said that you're choosing violence.
Exactly, so yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, Imo, of late you've been trending when it comes to Wakanda outfit. One thing that I would like to know is, what came to you and you decided that you're gonna react to the outfits? In Kenya, it's something very new. It started last time when there was a Fenty launch. That's where we saw, what are they called? Police something.
Fashion police.
Yeah, fashion police, exactly. I'd like to know what came to you and you decided you're gonna react to the Wakanda outfits.
I don't think it was a decision that was made there and then, you know, a decision that it's just something that came at the heat of the moment, you know. It's like content creation. You go with what's trending. You do not wait for the trend to wait for you. The trend never waits for you, yeah? So that was what was trending at the time, the Wakanda outfits, you know, the reviews from other countries. So I was like, oh, why not do a review? And initially, I didn't want to do a review for only Kenya. You know, it was a review for like all African countries and African socialites and celebrities that attended Wakanda.
So how many countries have you done? I've seen Nigeria and also
I've
Kenya.
done Nigeria and Kenya. People had asked me to also do Zimbabwe, but I'm still sourcing out for their outfits. South Africa, I will also be dropping it. I'll drop everything I have, and you know.
And people have also been saying you dropped from South Sudan.
From South Sudan, yeah. If there was anybody that from South Sudan that went for the Wakanda, you know, I would review that. But unfortunately, most of the South Sudanese I know are models, and I don't think they went because during the Wakanda premiere, there was another modeling event where I saw Kina Aduta Kech, you know, and other Sudanese content creators who went there. So if they went for Wakanda, I mean, look at Aduta Kech. Do you think she would put on anything anybody else put on? You know, so it's not an insult saying, oh, do the South Sudanese Wakanda. If Aduta Kech went, she would eat. So yeah. Okay,
let's come to the video. Okay, by the time you were doing the video, we had already saw Shorn Arwa's video, and we've known her doing this from the Fenty launch. You've seen her videos reacting to people's outfits every time there is an event. So some people felt like you were just copying what she had done already. What do you think about that?
I think copying is a very strong word, you know, because I think there is room for everybody. If you can do what I do better, then do it. If I can do what you do better, then I can do it, you know. There is nobody that has a stamp to the this is what I do and nobody else can do it. And I mean, there is freedom of everything. I can do the same thing you do. So I don't think it's copying. Copying is a very big word. Yeah.
Okay, people felt like maybe when Shorn does these things, they sound maybe much better because she put them out in a hilarious way.
Is it because it's not in English?
She's way of a comedian or something. That are some of the comments that I saw there. Like the choice of your words, people felt like it was a little bit harsh.
Okay, at the end of the day, not everybody is going to perceive your message the way you put it out there. You know, I could say outfit and somebody is thinking of something. When I say a shower right now, what are you thinking of? What are you thinking of when I say a shower?
Prostitutes.
Thank you. When I say a shower, somebody else is going to think about somebody who is dressed in a very nice outfit. When you know, so people perceive messages differently, and that's the thing with the audience. You know, I said what I had to say. Should we continue?
Yeah, let's continue.
I said what I had to say. And you know, there are people who perceived it the way I actually put it out there. And there are people who thought it was harsh. And I don't, probably the nameless part is where I could agree that I went a little overboard. But apart from that, I don't think I was harsh. I just said, you know, what I had to say.
Okay, let's talk about the first video, because you did a part 1 and a part 2, right? The part 1, how was the reaction immediately after
the part
you
1, the reaction before
the nameless one?
no, before other people decided to jump on the thing, the part 1 was actually doing good. I wouldn't do a part 2 if people did not ask for it. Yeah.
Okay.
So the part 1 was doing good. The reviews were like, yeah, the outfits were disappointing. That was my top comments at the time. And people were like, part 2, do this person, do. And most of the people you saw in the part 2 were actually asked for from the part 1. So yeah, that's why I went ahead to do a part 2.
Okay, so you've said that there are other people who also jumped into that, into the same thing. Probably we've not been able to see them, but so many people have been doing it. So the part 1, the reaction was not as harsh as
the reaction started becoming harsh after the part 2 came out. And now, you know how there's this bandwagon whole thing? Like, oh, now everyone is doing this, so we should also do it. So everybody is commenting this, then we should also comment this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sometimes it happens when somebody comments something.
So everybody is like, okay, this is what we are doing, so let's keep up with the trend.
Okay, let's get to the part 2, whereby you talked about, you reacted to Nameless, of which Kenyans were not happy, because Nameless is one of the legends that we have in the country. He has been in the industry for quite some time, since some of us were not even born, and he has been doing a great work. So we saw him there. He was with the daughter and everything, and people felt like you coming out to say the outfit was giving some thug or robber.
I didn't say thug. I don't know why people put that word in my mouth. I said robbers.
Robber. Okay, yeah, saying that the outfit was giving robber vibe, people felt like it was not, the choice of words was not okay.
I could agree that the choice of words were not okay, but I don't think that defends colorism and xenophobic. It doesn't do that, because I say, like, if people had come they couldn't come for my outfits because they have seen them and they know it through their, you know, skulls that there is nothing wrong with the outfit. So they're looking for something. They're like, oh, okay, she's dark-skinned, we shall go for that. She's this, you know. And I have talked to Nameless, you know, and told him, if you felt like the video was offensive, I have done this video and it's, you know, trending online right now. If you found it offensive or find it offensive in the near future when you watch it, you know, I'm sorry, that's not how I wanted to come off. It was just an honest review. And you know, he said what he had to say, and I don't even think the conversation is about Nameless anymore, because when you ask people 3 Nameless songs, they have to be like I mean, this is a legend, right? You know, he's a legend. You should, like, you are fighting for him. Do the same with his music, yeah? So I don't think the conversation was about that. So, and the first day, I didn't mind about the comments until, you know, the whole xenophobic, go back home, you are a refugee. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, how did you feel seeing people tell you to go back home? Of course, Shorn did a video saying that she didn't mean that you go back home, like go back to South Sudan. She was using a slang or something that Nameless
Is that a
uses.
slang though?
She said so herself. I don't
Okay.
know. She said that it's a statement that Nameless uses to say go back
Does
home.
he? Okay. How did I feel? I didn't feel anything at all about those specific comments of go back home, because I know it's only an illiterate person that would say something like that, you know. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's not you that brought me into the country. It's not you that's paying for my rent. You aren't paying for my school fees. So I will go back home when the people that brought me here want me to go back home, not you, user ones, whatever. So it's just like, okay, I go back home. It doesn't change the outfits. I will go back home though.
What are some of the offensive, maybe things or statements that you found out, you saw online when your video was trending?
The issue is these comments are in Kiswahili, and when you translate them into English, it does not make sense. You're trying to make sense out of them, and it does not make sense. But I think the comments were offensive because my friends thought the comments were offensive, not because I actually thought they were offensive.
So you don't understand Swahili?
I don't understand Kiswahili. So if you're coming at me, like, come at me with English, so I can understand what point you're actually trying to put across. Because now you've said nasikia, na. What does that mean? What?
Okay, so many you've been saying that people use this as an opportunity to portray colorism and everything, but some people also feel like you're just playing a victim of this whole thing, because either way, it seems like both of you guys
My
in the case
and their comment stands the ground.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it stands the ground. I don't feel like it stands the ground because at the end of the day, yeah, is this the first time you've had anybody saying people are xenophobic and colorist here? This is not the first time. I have had this from Elsa Majimbo, but I didn't think it was something this big, yeah? I feel like coming for somebody's color and coming for somebody's outfit are two different things, you know? If they
are they not, both of you guys are not bullies?
That's not bullying, that's a review, you know? If you came to me and told me, I don't like your hair, that's something I can change. I don't like your outfit, that's something you can change. I don't like your color. What am I supposed to do about that? I'm supposed to go back to God and say, can I please be light-skinned? You know? I feel like what actually hurt me is the fact that I do represent a dark skin complexion to some people out there, and I do represent something to some people out there, yeah? And when there are these people talking about how your skin looks like, you know, how your skin is, yeah, you're ugly, your skin is the lowest kind of, you know, beauty in society, okay? And everything is just centered about how your skin looks like, yeah? We are Africans, you know? You want to, and when Africans face racism abroad, what do they say? Oh, whites are racist, but isn't it the same thing? Isn't it the same thing? So why does it hurt that the whites are being racist towards you, but it does not hurt you people to be colorist towards your fellow people? You know, why does it hurt so much? So I feel like if we are to, you know, keep up with the standards, then why do we think whites are racist? Let's just take it as a good thing, because people are like, no, it's just your skin, it's just you, it's not about your skin, it's you, but at the end of the day, you're talking about my skin. And when you look at the people who are talking about my skin, you're like, you look like you're very pale, you look like you haven't seen oil in the past, I don't know how many years. So, you know, so, but at the end of the day, if you think I'm a bully, look into the mirror, like you're actually just talking about yourself. You're reflecting your insecurities and, you know, on me, because some of the people have even bleached. And now you have the audacity to talk about my skin. You've bleached. So it is what it is at the end of the day.
Okay, you've said that you reached out to Nameless.
Yeah.
You called him or you maybe wrote a message to him?
No, I didn't call him. I messaged him through Instagram.
He saw the message?
Yeah, he saw the message and replied. And I feel like it's respectful to not put it into media unless he wants to put it.
He actually talked about it on Facebook, on
Okay.
his Facebook, I think like 12 hours ago. That's
Yeah.
probably yesterday night or something. And he said that he already forgave you. He actually forgave you even before you asked for forgiveness.
Then who are these lawyers of Nameless that are going around? Who are they? Did Nameless hire them? Like, I don't understand. If he, because it's, anyways, yeah. that
Okay,
is
so you
that.
had a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And do you at any point regret maybe pointing out the issue, or do you regret maybe the choice of words that you said?
I only regret my choice of words because I feel like he is somebody's father, and I wouldn't want my father to be talked about in such bad light, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
want somebody to speak on my father like that, yeah? So I obviously do regret my choice of words, and if we could spin back time, I would choose better choices of words, you know? But other than that, I think everything was okay.
Okay, some people said that maybe it was disrespectful of you reviewing the outfit, especially using the photo that he was with the daughter, because probably it will expose her to more trolls, especially in school. You know, we are in the era whereby even kids can access internet and everything.
Okay, first of all, I didn't have prior knowledge of who Nameless was before
Okay.
the video, so I didn't even know who that was in
Whether was
in
the daughter
picture.
or-
Yeah, I didn't know. I just thought this was a random person. He was taking a picture with somebody who had come for the premiere too, you know, because I didn't get the pictures from his page. I got the pictures from Nairobi Gossip, yeah? So if I had gotten the pictures from his page, maybe I would have prior knowledge of who the girl in the video was, you know. And I also reached out to her, you know.
To the daughter?
Yes, to the
Okay.
daughter, because I got her page through his page. So I also reached out to her and told her, you know, if you thought I was disrespectful in any ways, I am sorry. That's not how I intended to come out, and that's not how I intended to.
Did she reply?
I don't know if she has replied.
Or she had not replied yet when you checked?
The last time I checked, I haven't gone back to Instagram like that.
Okay, so the whole, when you are trending on this whole thing, you know, everywhere, your name, your face, you know, especially when you're trending, people even use the photo that, you see that photo that you took when the lighting was not
when
okay?
the lighting was not okay, those photos.
Yeah, exactly. At any point, did you get a point where you felt so low, you felt like Kenyans are, you know, you're in a foreign country,
yeah.
you're not from this country, and then everybody is talking about you.
you.
Did you feel some type of way?
The first day, it wasn't getting to me, obviously. It was just like, okay, user this has said that, okay. The second day is when it started getting to me because other creators I knew started making, you know, making stitches, and they were coming on my For You page, they were coming on my friends' For You pages, and all that. But you know, at the end of the day, I was just like, a win is a win, you know. At the end of the day, all publicity is publicity. Whether good or bad, it is publicity. And would you know me if it wasn't for this video? No, you know. So it's like, yeah, there is a downside to it. But at the end of the day, you guys have pushed my brand. So, yeah.
Okay, so I would like to ask this question. Do you have anything against Shorn?
No. I don't have anything against her. I don't
No
even-
beef at all?
No. Beef, that's a very big word. I don't have that time. I don't have time.
Have you ever talked to her?
No,
or-
I've never talked to her. I've never talked to her. I've just seen her videos here and there. I've never talked to her.
You used to see her videos even before?
Yeah.
Okay, so talking of her, she was the first person to react to the video that you took. I don't know whether she was the first person, but after she did, that's when so many people got to know about you, because she also have a very huge
Big
following, and also we've been seeing her doing the same thing. After she did your video, do you think in any way, the way she reacted to it, it was offensive from your side? Because there were those about the product. She have come out saying that she was just trying. She was not coming to you because you're dark skin. She was not coming to you because you've acne. She was just trying to push her products or sell the products
Of course,
to you.
that was a marketing strategy. We do marketing. I knew that was a marketing strategy, but like, if it worked out for her, I'm happy, you know, like that's good. If the strategy did work out for you, then that's good. But me, I didn't feel anything towards her video at first. Then I'm just hearing people saying, actually a friend reached out to me and she's like, oh, why would she say something like that? And I'm like, what do you mean, why would she say something? What did she say, you know? Because, you know, I don't understand Kiswahili. Then somebody said, oh, she said enda something, something. And it's like a xenophobic term that means this, you know. So I was like, oh, she said that. And in my video where I was addressing the whole issue, I was like, I told her if she wanted, because she said, oh, come and I send you my products or something like that. So I was like, yeah, she can send the products. I'm actually still waiting for her to send the products.
So you would want them?
She said she wants to send them to help with my pimples. Send them.
But the people disappeared.
Still, let her send the products. See, she wanted to market it and send it so bad. Let her send it. Yeah.
Okay, so we also saw her apologize, especially to South Sudanese who are here in Kenya and maybe who are outside the country and came across that video. Yourself, did you forgive her maybe because of the issue of feeling like she said that you go back home and everything?
This is social media. You can say what you want to say. You can do what you want to do. At the end of the day, she said what she felt was right for her, and that is her. I have no issue with her. I don't even know her like that, you know. So I don't think it's a thing. So it's just like, okay, you said what you had to say, you've apologized to the mass, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen so many people coming with this issue of fashion police and everything. But something that have been the talk of town is you guys, if you're going to criticize, at least
Tell
come
them
with
something
solutions and alternative. Maybe you can tell something. Next time, do not wear like this. Do this. Is this a lesson that maybe you've learned yourself? Or
Yeah, I feel like maybe in the next outfit review, I would say, oh, next time maybe do the hair like this. I will give you know,
solutions.
Yeah, to the problem. So yeah, I've learned that.
Okay, so Imo, as you conclude, I'd like to know, what are some of the lessons that you learned throughout this process? You know, every time, even when you trend negatively in the country, or maybe because of an issue, all the ways you have to learn the positive side and the negative. What are some of the lessons that you picked up?
I picked up that having a solid friend group is actually something that helps, because like all the people that were there for me, some of them I didn't even know they would be there for me at this time, but the fact that they stood by me and they were firm by their words was so nice. That was a lesson I learned, that, you know, when people are going through something, you have to be there for them, because you might think, oh, they are okay, but they are actually not okay. Don't assume that somebody is okay. Isn't that the only lesson I've learned? The negative lesson, have I learned any negative lesson? No. Am I going to do another review? Yeah. Are you people going to stitch them? If it helps your account grow. I mean, I saw people who are getting 2 views. There's a verified account that used to get 2, 1 view, 3 views. When they finally stitched and mentioned my name, they got 3,000 likes. So that's a nice thing. Like, I'm helping the people down there. So, you know.
Okay. There's also this common thing that so many people ask, when you look at the comments, sorry, so many people feel like these people who come out criticizing the outfits people wore to go to a certain event, they're just bitter because they were not invited to such events. If you are invited yourself, people would like to know, what would you wear?
Oh, that's a good question. I would, there's a lady's outfit I loved. I reviewed her outfit with the Nigerian. She was like the first person I reviewed. I would wear something like that. Her outfit was nice. I would have an idea like that. I would put on something, I don't know, just anything that looks good. That's what I know.
Okay, what about the issue of being invited? Maybe that's where the bitterness is coming from, because some people are not invited.
I wish I was bitter. I wasn't bitter about not being invited. I didn't even know most of these people. It wasn't a bias that, oh, they were invited. And they are invited and not paid. some of them, you know, some are paid, some are not paid. So I don't find it as a big deal. I feel like when it's other people's time, I have grown up like this. When it's other people's time to shine, you clap for them, you know. Your time will also come. It's not a competition. So
Okay, on to our last question. I've seen this comment whereby so many people are saying that you're trying to talk like Rono. I'm not sure whether you know her.
that is, I know Rono. I
Yeah.
love Rono so much. I've watched her videos, you know, and I love her so much. I don't sound like Rono. I feel like I have sounded like this from the beginning. Why are you people noticing this right now? Why are you noticing this right now? Because I sound like this. You people have said, oh, it's a Ugandan accent, it's a Ugandan accent. How did it turn from that to sounding like Rono? Because I sound like this. This is how I sound on a daily basis. This is how I sound. So I don't see how Rono comes into the conversation. You know, if you feel like I sound like her, that's good. It's not like I'm trying to sound like her, like I have to sound like her. No, this is how I sound on a daily basis.
Okay, Imo, as we conclude, do you think maybe you're in any position, you owe anyone maybe an apology
No.
to your fans?
No, no. I don't owe anyone an apology. I only owe the parties I mentioned an apology, and I've reached out to most of them. You know,
You've reached out to,
most of them.
you've said Nameless, even others you've reached out to them.
Let's just stick to most of them. You know, I don't feel like I owe anyone who is not mentioned an apology, because you use what is your problem? What apology do I owe you for what? So I don't feel like I owe anyone an apology, and I will stick by that. I don't think I owe anyone an apology apart from the mentioned parties and those who were offended.
Okay, maybe you can tell us maybe your future kind of content that you're gonna release apart from the outfit thing. What are some of the other content that you're planning to be doing on your platforms?
I think the usual content is nice. I feel like whatever will trend at that time is what you will jump on. As a content creator, you have to be somebody with a big mind, somebody who sees what is trending, somebody who jumps on trends, somebody who does not wait for things to leave you behind. So whatever is trending at the time is what we will jump on.
Okay, I would like you to talk to your fans. Of course, I'm sure there is a percentage of people who felt like maybe it's okay what you did. They supported you throughout that time that people were bullying you online.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
I would love to tell them thank you very much, because it actually means a lot. Even if it's 2 people, even if it's 3 people, it means a lot that there are people that are actually willing to give you that support at that time of need. There are people who are not willing to follow the bandwagon, and there are people, once they have chosen you, they have chosen you. No matter how you go into many wrongs, they will stand by you. And I'm just so grateful that I have a few percentage of that people, and it's the few that matter.
Okay, maybe you can tell people where they can find you, your social media handles.
Okay, you guys can find me at Imo Unusual on Instagram, Imo Unusual on TikTok. Those are my only functioning social media pages.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Imo Unusual.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I don't know why you are unusual. It's your real name.
No, it isn't. My real name, you wouldn't be able to pronounce it.
Why unusual though? Why did you pick that?
Because I'm not a usual person. I'm not an everyday person.
Wow, that's so nice. Guys, in case you're watching this video, make sure you check out her social media handle on Instagram and TikTok. As she has said, you follow her, watch her content, and also make sure you subscribe. Meet in the next video.